Hello students, in my last video, that is video 7, I have explained part 2, the Shehnai of Bismillah Khan up to paragraph 5. So this video 8 is the continuation of the same. In this video, we are going to start from paragraph 6. Let's start. At the age of 14, Bismillah accompanied his uncle to the Allahabad Music Conference. At the end of his recital, Ustad Fayaz Khan patted the young boy's back and said, "Work hard and you shall make it." With the opening of the All India Radio in Lucknow in 1938 came Bismillah's big break. He soon became an often heard Shehnai player on radio. So when he was 14 years old, he accompanied his uncle to the Allahabad Music Conference. And when he recited, there was one person known as Ustad Fayaz Khan. He was very much impressed by the young boy's recital. He came and congratulated and patted that boy. Who was the boy here? Bismillah Khan. And said, "Work hard and you shall make it." Another important incident was when he was 14 years old, his talent came to be recognized in the Allahabad Music Conference, and a big opportunity came his way when in 1938 All India Radio was established in Lucknow, where he played Shehnai frequently. In Benares, the Ganga provided him much inspiration, and in harmony with the flowing waters of the Ganga, Bismillah Khan discovered new ragas for Shehnai. This we have also learned in paragraph 5. He developed such devotion for the Ganga and for Dumrao that he declined to settle down in America when he was offered an opportunity. About this also we are going to read further. When India gained independence on 15th August 1947, Bismillah Khan became the first Indian to greet the nation with his Shehnai. He poured his heart out into Rag Kafi from the Red Fort to an audience which included Mahatma Gandhi and Pandit Jawaharlal Nehru, who later gave his famous Tryst with Destiny speech. So, I have told you about the introduction. When I was telling you about the introduction of Bismillah Khan, there the word legend came, and I explained you why he has been called as legend, and this is the incident, or this is the example for the same. So when India got independence on 15th August 1947, Bismillah Khan, he was the first Indian to welcome or to greet the nation with his Shehnai. He poured his heart out into Rag Kafi at the Red Fort, and thousands of people were listening, and those people include Mahatma Gandhi and Pandit Jawaharlal Nehru also, who was about to give his famous speech. At the most important moment in Indian history, the declaration of the independence of India in 1947, Bismillah Khan's Shehnai ushered in a new era. It was played prior to the speech of our first Prime Minister Pandit Jawaharlal Nehru. Bismillah Khan gave many memorable performances both in India and abroad. His first trip abroad was to Afghanistan, where King Zahir Shah was so taken in by the maestro that he gifted him priceless Persian carpets and other souvenirs. So, on your screen, you can see the picture of King Zahir Khan of Afghanistan and Persian carpet also. It is one of the most priceless Persian carpets. So, here Bismillah Khan had given many memorable performances both in India and abroad. His first trip to abroad was to Afghanistan, where King Zahir Shah was so taken in by means attracted or fascinated by the maestro, by this great musician, that he gifted him priceless Persian carpets and other souvenirs. Souvenirs are the things which are given in memory of a place, person, or event. The king of Afghanistan was was not the only one to be fascinated with Bismillah's music. Film director Vijay Bhatt was so impressed after hearing Bismillah play at a festival that he named a film after the instrument called Goonj Uthi Shehnai. So, apart from King Zahir Shah, there was a film director known as Vijay Bhatt. We all have heard his name. So he was also so impressed after hearing Bismillah Khan playing at different functions that he made a film on the instrument, and the name of the film was Goonj Uthi Shehnai. The film was a hit, and one of Bismillah Khan's compositions, Dil Ka Khilona Hai Toot Gaya, turned out to be a nationwide chartbuster. Chartbuster, basically a record breaker song. So this song, Dil Ka Khilona Hai Toot Gaya, it was one of the nationwide, one of the favorite song of the nation. Despite this huge success in the celluloid world is old. This is basically a traditional way of referring to film industry. Celluloid world. Bismillah Khan's ventures in film music were limited to two: Vijay Bhatt's Goonj Uthi Shehnai and Vikram Srinivas' Kannada venture Sanadhi Appanna. So here he worked only in two films. First is Goonj Uthi Shehnai by Vikram Bhatt, and the next is Sanadhi Appanna, and this was basically a Kannada venture by Vikram Srinivas. I just can't come to terms with the artificiality and glamour of the film world, he says with emphasis. The reason behind is that he did not want to be a part of this artificial world, and he was never attracted towards the glamour of the film world. Unlike other musicians, the glamour of the film industry failed to captivate Bismillah Khan. Although he contributed to the music of two films, but he did not pursue this option further. Awards and recognition came thick and fast. Bismillah Khan became the first Indian to be invited to perform at the prestigious Lincoln Center Hall in the United States of America. So, after that comes the turn of awards and recognition. Wherever he went, he got the award, or he was recognized or was praised by a large number of people. Bismillah Khan, or he became the first Indian to be invited to perform at the prestigious Lincoln Center Hall in the United States of America. In Lincoln Center Hall, USA, he was the first Indian to be invited to perform. He also took part in the World Exposition in Montreal, in the Cannes Art Festival, and in the Osaka Trade Fair. So well known, so well known did he become internationally that an auditorium in Tehran was named after him. Tahar Mosiki Ustad Bismillah Khan. So they named an auditorium in Tehran after his name, and it is known as Tahar Mosiki Ustad Bismillah Khan. National awards like the Padam Shri, the Padam Bhushan, and the Padam Vibhushan were conferred on him. In 2001, Ustad Bismillah Khan was awarded India's highest civilian award, the Bharat Ratna, with the coveted award resting on his chest and his eyes glinting with rare happiness. He said, "All I would like to say is, teach your children music. This is Hindustan's richest tradition. Even the West is now coming to learn our music." So when he got this award, so he was very happy, and he said that at the end, I would only like to say that, teach your children music. This is Hindustan's richest tradition, and even the West is now coming to learn our music. He was rewarded for his dedication to Shehnai with national awards like the Padam Shri, the Padam Bhushan, and the Padam Vibhushan. In 2001, he received the highest civilian award of India, the Bharat Ratna. He was the first Indian invited to perform in Lincoln Central Hall in the USA. In spite of having travelled all over the world, Khan Saab, as he is fondly called, so he travelled all over the world, and people used to call him Khan Saab, as he is fondly called, is exceedingly fond of Benares and Dumrao, and they remain for him the most wonderful towns of the world. He has travelled all over the world, still he loved to be at two places only, or the two places which he was extremely fond of are Benares and Dumrao. A student of his once wanted him to head a Shehnai school in the USA, and the student promised to recreate the atmosphere of Benares by replicating the temples there. So one day a student of his just requested him to open or to lead a Shehnai school in the USA, and that student also promised that he will recreate the same atmosphere which is there in Benares by replicating all the monuments or all the temples. But what he said, but what Bismillah Khan said, but Khan Saab asked him if he would be able to transport river Ganga as well. He said, okay, you are going to replicate, you are going to make temples over there, or you can going to have a replica of the temples over there, but will you be able to transport river Ganga there? Later he is remembered to have said, that is why whenever I am in a foreign country, I keep yearning to see Hindustan. So this is the reason why he always want to return back to his own place. While in Mumbai, I think of only Benares and the holy Ganga. And while in Benares, I miss the unique Matha of Dumrao. So he loved to be at two places. It is first on the banks of river Ganga and then again in Dumrao. Ustad Bismillah Khan's life is a perfect example of the rich cultural heritage of India. One of that effortlessly accepts that a devout Muslim like him can very naturally play the Shehnai every morning at the Kashi Vishwanath temple. Bismillah Khan's love for both Muslim religion and Hindu temples gives a message that India is a land with liberal environment. Basically, the life sketch of Bismillah Khan teaches the most important lesson that Indian music is very rich and invigorating. Great musicians like Bismillah Khan not only adopted and inherited traditional music but also enhanced it with their original contributions. This also conveys, and here Bismillah Khan also tries to conveys the message in his own words when he said, teach your children music. Teach your children music. This is Hindustan's richest tradition. Even the West is now coming to learn our music. Another message that he wants to give is that one must love one's country and rise above communal feelings, because he was a Muslim, but every day he went to play Shehnai at Kashi Vishwanath temple. So, being a Muslim, still he used to go to Kashi Vishwanath temple to play Shehnai. Let's have a look at the word meanings. Banned, prohibited. Residence, a place where one lives. Shrill, sharp, unpleasant noise or sound. Generic name, a name given to a class or group as a whole. Revived, regained, or you can say bring back to life. Access, approach. Palace, a huge building. Hollow, vacant. Fascinated, attracted. Accompanying, giving company. Employed, given a job when a person has got a job. Captivated, charmed or attracted. Apprentice, a person learning a new skill from a master. Haunt, frequently visited place. Solitude, loneliness. Auspicious, proving to bring good fortune, or you can say holy. Souvenirs, things given in memory of a place, person or event. Mourning, to express grief at one's death. I would like to end the chapter with a beautiful quotation by Ustad Bismillah Khan. Even if the world ends, the music will still survive. Music has no caste. Thank you for listening. I hope you all understood the chapter. In my next video, I am going to share the question answers of the same. Thank you.